Yeah, so this is where you could say my property ends and this nature preserve begins. The township has finally cut it. Um, this is all public land. That's a pear tree. Now that's a maple. It starts just as one maple sprout, and look, that can turn into a maple tree, just like that. That's how a maple tree gets going. Pretty amazing. Yeah, this is my property line. It's cool to see it from the back here. This is normally never cut. I've only cut this a few times. I've had this for 4 years, this property, and it's only been cut like this a few times. This is sweet. This is alternative parking here for McGurks. So there's a lot more species coming up now. I don't think they're planting anything, but the invasive mugwort that kind of controls everything back here will be fought against. And, whatever wild plants can thrive and multiply. So I just picked some trash up back here, threw it back on their side, and then someone from McGurk's can clean it up. Nice to not be stepping on glass or anything back here. So as you can see, that's a lot of the energy around here. So yeah, that very busy road there on Bethlehem. It all comes to a head right there at 5 Point, and this is 73 in the back here. So two major roads, and I have this little nature preserve right here in the middle, as you can see. Yeah, someone found the spot years ago here. I don't know why they cleared that out, but it's bamboo. There we go. So this is what we like to see. Something other than mugwort here. Yeah, it's amazing to see what these trees were 3 years ago versus now. It's like this one's gonna make it. Yeah, these were little babies, and now they're all grown up. It really doesn't take long. When I first moved here, I was helping water these so they could survive a drought 3 years ago. And now look at these trees. Look how big that is. I remember when you never knew if that was going to make it or not. So yeah, this is how you start a forest. The township got involved here. And yeah, I mean, this is basically just an abandoned lot with mugwort growing all over. This is a cut through for all these people. That's what they use this beautiful path through paradise for, is just a cut through to get from one road to the next here. But really, this is a sacred preserve, sacred oasis for wildlife here. I mean, it's got everything. And the way all these two properties connect, that's the Wissahickon Creek right there on the other side of Mather's Mill, just a right down that downslope there. And you know, a lot of wildlife use this road here as a crossing. This is really groundhog territory here, and the coyote hunts the groundhog. But you know, people rip down these roads and throw their McDonald's here in the water, and run over the groundhogs. So it's a combination of energy here, as you can imagine. But yeah, let me show you one other cool waterway. And yeah, that's the Wissahickon down there. That is basically the #1 fishing area. That is the trout release there. So here you see another one that's going to make it. It's truly amazing. I mean, it's like almost every single one that the group planted and then that I helped water. It's almost like every single one made it. I mean, look, they're all super strong. This really shows what planting trees can do. This is the most impressive back here. I mean, look at that one. Look how strong, amazing. I remember how small that was 3-4 years ago. So look how much, and even this one's thick. This was so small. You know, it's unbelievable. And then they all make it. So they planted a lot of these. I don't know that variety, but I know to give it space, as it's thorny. So this is how you create a suburban forest. Let me show you one more really sacred part about this urban suburban oasis sanctuary. Is there's a whole nother stream of the creek running down there, and actually at a pretty good clip. So I don't know if I've ever really been back here. Oh, look at that. That close to the road. That beautiful. It's just, I mean, this is what's out here, guys. You think, you know, here's the roadway and everyone's throwing their trash and their chaos and all this stuff. I mean, this is right on the other side of this crazy busy road. Oh, and you know, here's this beautiful little sanctuary. The cars are running right there, but nature almost tunes it out. So here's just another spot that I found here in beautiful Fort Washington. Look how clear that water is. Yeah, this thicket gets so big. Basically never even knew this was here. And it's truly unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just another spot here in beautiful Fort Washington. The sacred land of Lenape. So, yeah, normally this is all bush. So it would be really hard to get back there. So that's crazy. to see that. Those are all bat boxes here. This is a historic bat preserve. So all those tall boxes are bat boxes, and there's way more bats than I've ever seen in my whole life here. I don't know if the lawnmower hit that one. That's not looking good. But I'll show you what I've always used as a source for water here, and it's closer to where I actually stay, where I actually live, is up here. This was a popular water hole for my late dog, who passed on Earth Day this year. See, like I said, this is the groundhog area, and the groundhog doesn't mess around, guys. It lives over by my car there, and it just goes underground the whole time. Boop, pops out here, gets its drink, then goes boop, back underground. It lives a lot off my compost. Not a lot of the compost makes it to the soil, as the groundhog eats everything, which is, that's what composting is all about. I mean, you put it out, whoever's going to get it, right? You're putting out scraps, so whoever gets to it. This tree's looking good. So yeah, this water is very low, even with all the rain that we had. Still interesting how low that is. Because it really poured. Looks like she's got some leaves there. I might throw them in my backyard. It's good compost. Everyone throws this stuff away, but I love it. So yeah, let me show you across the street here. Geese live here, especially this year. Seen more geese here than ever. So that's been cool. I don't know if they're sleeping now, but they've been here pretty much 24/7. The groundhog has some holes here, and then the coyote will hide out in this brush right here and hunt. So there's a lot going on here. Again, like you see, you think, oh, you know, you're in the suburbs and all this stuff. Well, I mean, nature doesn't know these lines of city, suburbs. Just like in the city, when it gets dark at night, a lot changes. So like I said, this is an absolute main, the main trout release place for fishers in the entire area. So, you know, they put these up. Everyone did the exact opposite. So they put these up. People were taking at least 10 to, some people had over 20 as soon as these were released this year for trout release day, and everyone just had buckets full and caught them all, and they just pulled out hundreds in the first 30 minutes, and that was pretty much it. And then the trout populations do not repopulate. So, but that's what it is, right? Everything's immediate gratification these days. So yeah, I've seen a coyote back in here. There's all types of turtles, snake, bullfrogs here. That's a nice little island. It's actually grown a bit, but that used to just be a pure sandbar. And you can walk across and hang out there. And then if I keep hiking there past this little sandbar, that Green Ribbon Trail starts right there, and that goes 13 miles up into through Gwynedd into North Wales, and finishes in an awesome park in North Wales, where there's always a lot going on. And then across 73 here, that's Fort Washington State Park, right here. So, and this here is Mather's Mill. And up across the street there is Hope Lodge Historic Lodge, where Washington and all camped with his troops. and that's where I'm going to be having the festival in October. Smock bread.